Is promoting, President Park's, one of her economic priorities is to promote the creative economy, the services industry, whether it's promoting K-pop and the rest of the Korean wave culture associated with Korean popular culture and media and entertainment, or just the meetings, conventions, and exhibitions business. And so our proposal to the Korean government has always been reflective of some of the concerns of the administration. So we have a convention center in not just in the master plan, but in phase 1 of our development. We have 6 entertainment venues that will be able to showcase at different scale and different size audiences, different types of Korean entertainment. This is, I think, part and parcel to any development in any country we go into, that you have to be respectful, you have to be responsive to the local culture, the local government priorities, and be able to have that reflected in your proposals.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of a couple of examples. We've just come out of probably a roughly three-year process in Massachusetts.
You came out?
Well, we haven't quite got out, but we're emerging. We're emerging. I think June 13th is a key date, which is coming up soon.
I'm sorry, I had to do that.
It's been a fairly tough process there, in which we have responded to multiple RFP type documents and have had to provide an incredible amount of information about what our plans will be. One of the overriding features of the way Massachusetts has set this up is to make sure that as an operator we partner with local businesses, that we utilize other entertainment venues that exist within the Commonwealth. And so during the 3 years that we've been on the ground in Massachusetts, in Springfield, Massachusetts, we have developed a huge number of partnerships with local businesses, with local entertainment places, and have brought them inside our operating plan for the future. Now, while this is broadly in line with the way the Massachusetts legislation was established and set up, we feel that we have fully integrated ourselves with the community and with the businesses in the community. And we think that it's a great example, and it will be a great example that will showcase how a smallish urban integrated resort can really fully integrate with the community and not just be a sort of casino box. So we certainly look forward to showcasing that in 3 or 4 years. The second item I would touch on would be at a more macro level. As a company, City Center was a major green development. It received 6 Gold LEED certifications, and that became very important to us as a company. And certainly moving forward, anything that we develop anywhere will have, it will be based on a major sustainability platform. That was not necessarily something that was required to be done. We felt that it was good from a corporate social responsibility perspective, but also it was something that aligned with the general macro policy of the US government to push developers to create more sustainable development. And so, so we are engaged as a company at a higher level, if you like, thinking about how we do business in a more sustainable way, in line with the direction the government wants to go.
Gotcha. Augustine, did the developers in Vietnam, either those that are in operation or those that are proposing, have they made specific activities or undertaken infrastructure improvements or anything like that to enhance the local communities?
When you have investors coming into your area, your city, with an offer to invest $2, $3, $4 billion, what do you say? You say yes, sir. You roll out a red carpet for them, right? That's it. I was in Jeju, the southern part of Korea, and I was in Ha Long Bay. You probably heard about Ha Long Bay in Vietnam, North Vietnam. They are beautiful cities, beautiful areas. These 2 islands, in Ha Long Bay and in Jeju, they have already several millions of tourists every year. Halong Bay has about 6.5, 6.8 million tourists every year, and 40% are Chinese, from across the border. So government are very interested in seeing, the area develop with integrated resorts, so they can retain these tourists, because most of tourists, they come and go. They don't stay three or 4 days. So the government is interested in finding ways to keep them at least for another night, for 2 nights, so they can improve their, their budget and their return. So Jeju Island in Korea and Halong Bay and a few other cities are very much the same. They are very interested in integrated resorts coming into their locale, their city or their area. And whatever they do, they have to do. An example, Las Vegas Sands or Genting, a few other companies, they are looking at some areas in Vietnam, and government and local government said that whatever you want, let us know. So in the north, in Halong Bay, the government is interested in pleasing the operators, the investors. So they say that they're going to invest in an airport, international airport, at a price tag of $1 billion. They're going to put new roads in, rail links in. They're going to put, everything that, you talk about infrastructure. The problem is that, where do they find the money? Before the investors coming in. Investor will not come in unless you have an airport, unless you have everything ready. So it's like a chicken and egg type of situation.
I understand totally. These are big projects. They're really very large mixed-use developments. Some of these investments, we're talking about in a place like Vietnam, a $4 billion commitment, which is to me pretty significant. Big numbers are being proposed in Japan. What's your thoughts on, do these facilities work best when they're phased? Or do you really open up the entire thing at once so you sort of have the critical mass? Ed?
I think it depends on the location. In general, I would favour complete opening of the full facility. Certainly, we get involved in major competitions for licenses in major jurisdictions, and we hope that something like that happens in Japan in the near future.